Welcome to the Daily Hustle, where you get daily tips to help you in your home-based online business. Now, before we get started, be sure to hit that red subscribe button below so that you get all the killer daily tips every day from this YouTube channel. Today's episode of the Daily Hustle is titled, Stop Bitching and Get to Work. Now, this is because I recently saw somebody post a rant on Facebook about the Merch by Amazon program. Now, if you're not familiar with the Merch by Amazon program, I'll put a link to it down below so you can learn more about it. It's a really fascinating and amazing program about print-on-demand t-shirts, and you get to partner with Amazon.com in the print-on-demand t-shirt business, and it's making a lot of people a lot of money, including myself, and it's very exciting. But this gentleman posted a rant about the Merch by Amazon program. Now, keep in mind, Merch by Amazon is only a year old, and it was originally designed for app developers to be able to offer t-shirts to their people who bought their games or their apps or whatever. So it was really originally designed for a very small community of people who might want to offer merchandise to their customers, okay? But what happened was Amazon opened it up to lots and to basically anybody who wanted to design t-shirts. Once people got wind of it and they found out how incredible this opportunity was for building an ongoing passive income, and they started to see people making $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a week with the program, people started flooding into the program. And then what happened is all hell broke loose with Amazon. They weren't quite sure how to handle it because they had this massive influx of people. And so they started to not be able to fill capacity, or have the capacity, I should say, to fill the demand that was coming in with the flood of people coming into the program. So because of that, Amazon has had to make changes, and that they've had to throttle back, sales, and they've had to do a lot of things to be able to kind of balance out this massive flood of people coming in to this program, which was barely a few months old as the flood started coming in. So I started reading this rant, and I was like, wow, man, this guy's got to get it together. First of all, he doesn't know enough about the program to know that, number one, it's brand new. Amazon got caught off guard. They had no idea there was going to be this massive flood of people. And he's expecting things to be developed like if you were to go to Amazon.com and start selling as a merchant fulfilled seller or as an FBA seller, that program's been around forever, right? And in fact, I was a merchant fulfilled seller back in 1999 when Amazon still had auctions. They actually had online auctions before they went to a fixed price environment. So at least as far back as 1999, probably more like 1996, Amazon has allowed people to sell on their platform, right? So there is a very mature, process, a very established process. You come in and everything is all set, rules are set, everything is decided. There's no guessing, okay? But when you're talking about a brand new program that's 1 year old, there's so much that's still being developed, and there's so much that they're trying to catch up with, and there's so much that they need to do, that you've got to give Amazon the benefit of the doubt. And who knows how small their team is that is handling all this stuff. Well, I heard rants and complaints, and I've heard this from a lot of different people, not just for Merch by Amazon, but also for Udemy, where I teach online. I've got 40 courses on Udemy, and you've got tons of people ranting and raving about, oh, Udemy changed this, Udemy changed that. Guys, you got to understand, the internet does not owe you a thing. In fact, online business can be tough, and it can be brutal. It's not a place for whiners, and it's not a place for complainers. It's not for the weak. In other words, you've got to be strong, and you've got to be tough to be able to do these things. And you've got to be able to ride with the waves, guys. There's turbulence in any new business. You've got to understand that. Amazon today, if you want to sell on Amazon, the rules of the game, everything is laid out very clear, very set, because it's been around since, let's say, 1996, 1997-ish. Okay? But if something is fairly new, like 1 to 5 years old, and it's going to be going through turbulence of what we call growing pains. Either they are trying to develop an entirely new industry from scratch, so they're learning ins and outs, and they're learning the hard way, whether they should do this or do that. So you've got to be able to roll with it. You've got to be able to roll with the punches, You've got to be able to be tough enough to just go with whatever happens, go with the changes, and most importantly, do not take on the victim mindset. The mindset that says, well, woe is me. Why aren't they doing this the way I want to do it? Why aren't they doing this because this is important to me? Why don't they see me, and why don't they hear me, and why don't they listen to me? Listen, they don't owe you anything. They don't even owe you a platform. And most of these opportunities are incredible opportunities, guys. They're incredible opportunities to make big money, passive income. And you're complaining about it. I mean, some of these opportunities didn't exist even a few years ago, even a year ago. I mean, the Merch by Amazon opportunity came along and I was blown away by the opportunity. It took me a few months to shift my focus from my online teaching business to the Merch by Amazon opportunity and to be able to balance both. But now I've got it balanced, and now I've been able to focus the right amount of time, and as a result, we're making a fantastic residual passive income. I was going to say second income, but it's probably more like a fourth or fifth passive income from Merch by Amazon. Look, learn to be grateful. Learn to be excited. Learn to be positive about anything that comes along. By the way, learn to ignore the negatives that come along that you have no control over. Look, if you have no control over it, forget about it. Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't post about it. Whatever you don't have control over, guess what? You don't have control over it. So forget about it. Don't think about it. Don't even, it doesn't even enter your mind. The only thing you focus on is what you can control and what you can work on. And the two most important things that you've got to work on are your attitude and your level of activity. In other words, how you protect your mind from negativity and how you focus on positivity and motivation and inspiration. And then your activity, how you work. How do you work in a focused, in a defined, in a specific way to do the most productive thing possible and the most profitable thing possible at any given point? Those are the two most important things that you've got to focus on. And so whenever you see changes that appear to be negative to you or hurt your business or whatever, look, don't even think about those things. Let those roll off your back, okay? Because focusing on those is a huge waste of time. It's a huge negative energy that affects your ability to produce and your ability to focus and move forward. And by the way, don't spend time answering those people on Facebook or on different forums or whatever. You know, if somebody posts something really negative and they post a rant, what I do is I'll look at it and I'll go, wow, this person doesn't get it. They are lost. I mean, they have no appreciation for what they have here. It's amazing. It's an incredible opportunity. So you see that? What I do is kind of treat it like you would a car wreck where the emergency responders are already there. They're already on the scene. What I do typically when I see a car wreck is I pray for the person that's in the car wreck. I know that it's being handled by professionals, of course. If not, then obviously I want to run in and help them, right? But I treat it that way. I treat that rant, that negativity like that. It's like, say a prayer for that person. Hope they get it at some point. Hope they learn to appreciate the opportunities that are in front of them. Because, man, let me tell you something, especially in 2017, there are going to be huge opportunities coming along. And your ability to, number one, discern that it's an incredible opportunity, and then two, take massive action on that opportunity is going to determine whether you win or lose in that opportunity. Let me give you a case in point. Merch by Amazon, one of the top sellers is my friend and my co-instructor, Daniel Cottle. Daniel is a young man who saw the merch opportunity, got onto it, and jammed on it. He just went to town, uploading tons and tons of designs and getting himself tiered up, going up the different levels. And now in November, he made something like $24,000 with Merch by Amazon. By the way, that's $24,000 of passive income that comes in from sales that Amazon does on his behalf. He got on it as soon as he saw it, and he went all out with it. And that is a key to success. As other opportunities come along similar to Merch by Amazon, and I don't mean similar in that there'll be t-shirt business. There are going to be other opportunities. Your ability to be able to see it, recognize it, and then jump on it and ride it for all it's worth, that's what's going to determine your success. And by the way, there are already opportunities in your lap right now that qualify. Whether you're an Amazon FBA seller, whether you're an eBay seller, whether you're an online teacher, whether you're a freelancer, whether you're helping small businesses with their online marketing, no matter what business you're in, there are already opportunities in your lap to seize the opportunity and jump on it and take it all the way. Work hard and focus. So be sure you recognize those opportunities for your own sake, and be sure that you learn how to focus and you get yourself jamming on those opportunities. It's going to be to your benefit and to your family's benefit. You'll see amazing results financially as well as with freedom in your life. So again, be sure you look below this video. I've got some great resources that have to do with what we're talking about today.